me see here. We are at 5:02. So let's get started, shall we? How's everybody doing? I trade a lot of different things, so let's start at the beginning though. If anybody's brand new, never been to one of these before, give me a shout out in the chat. Shout out in the chat. I think I said that right. Let me know. Christopher Slayer, newcomer. Claire, newcomer. Ron, newcomer. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So if you're not familiar with me, I started trading, Jennifer, first time here. So I started trading in the 3rd grade, playing the stock market game. My kids played some of it in school to this day, but way back then in the 80s, it was a Scantron thing. You filled out the bubbles and mailed it in. And then a couple of weeks later, they mailed you back your trades if they, what you got filled out, and you kept track of it that way. And then I had a buddy that talked to me on the bus about buying, I think it was Coca-Cola, maybe Pepsi, and got paid dividends. And he was using those dividends to buy things. And that was just amazing to me. And so I've kind of been chasing this ever since. When I turned 18, I opened a real money brokerage account, and I started trying to make it work ever since. Then in 2020, I hit a 7-figure streak. Mr. Rob Booker asked me if I'd come teach it to the world. And now that kind of led me down this path where I'm teaching other people how to do all the various things I do. I started with echo trades in the public, but that was not the only type of trade I do. Despite what may be said in copy, I do lots of different trades depending on the market cycle. And that's important to keep in mind, is that we have different market cycles and there's different trades that work in those different cycles. If anybody tells you different, they're probably pulling your leg. I mean, there's some trades that work, fairly consistently all the time, but some of the big winners that really put your account ahead over the long term, they don't work all the time. So anyway, welcome everybody. If you're unfamiliar, I have this on YouTube. The replay will be on YouTube just as soon as we're done here. It is being live streamed right now. If you missed part of it, you got to step away, jump back. You can go to jeffreytrader.com/YouTube, pop over to my channel, subscribe to it. You can watch on it. You can fast forward, rewind, catch up later. So that's out there. All right. Moving on. We got 3 big topics today. We've got earnings in full swing. We're going to go over your favorite stocks, of course, and then Tom, I just got back from doing something with T-Buzz, Tom Busby, and he pulled a trick on me. So I'm gonna extend that offer to all my loyal Tuesday followers. So let's jump into it, shall we? Pop out of the slideshow. Let's see. Still weird with the keyboard. Try to get it working here. Not gonna pop out, huh? There we go. All right, let me pop over here. I need to grab something. Let's see, mark all these red. Jump down to open all trading. This is in my Discord. I need to talk about this. I just posted this a little bit ago. I've only been home for 3 hours. So I've only been back in Knoxville for 3 hours. I've been in my office about 2. And I popped this chart out and shared it in Discord. I had warned last Friday that we may see a pullback from this level right in here. We hit this. This is 100% extension from the B wave up here. I really wanted to see an extension out to where this confluence of levels hits up here around 4120-ish, 4120, 4130. But we stalled out right here in the orange zone, and we've pulled back. I put out a warning. I don't know if I made it abundantly clear, but there was a warning that if we bounced down out of there, that we would come back near the prior orange zone. Well, that's what we did this afternoon. Came all the way right back down there. Now, I do expect support to be right here in this area, right where we closed. Now, what bonus to anybody who can tell me what's tomorrow? What comes out tomorrow? 2 p.m. The extra clue. Yeah, Fed chair announcement. So it's FOMC. Yep, that's right. Glad y'all are paying attention. So big week. what are we doing? Are we raising it quarter point, half point, 3/4 point, full point? You know, the hand tipper at the Wall Street Journal says it won't be a full point. So maybe it's still 3/4 point, but I think they're doing too much too fast. And of course, we're, you know, all signs point the recession, and that comes out on the 28th, 2 days from now. We'll get the numbers, the advanced estimate GDP numbers for Q2, which I guess Janet Yellen's redefining what a recession is. So that kind of spells out to me that we're pretty much in a recession when they have to redefine it because they don't want to admit that we're in one. And as I've talked about in other, you know, other webinars I've done, they're not going to admit we have one until we're already on the way back out of it because it's going to freak everybody out. So this is the big thing. I mean, they're not going to admit we have one until we're on the way out. And we're coming into election time. That's right, Valerie. You know, the election cycle is going to be ramping up starting in August into September. And of course, the first week in November, first Tuesday for US people is midterm elections. We're going to change out Congress and Senate, and we're going to find out what's going on, I guess. Find out what how everybody feels about what's been happening to us the last 2 years. So how that relates to the market, we'll see. I think it's going to bring some volatility. I still expect us to be on an uptrend through maybe Labor Day, and then probably pull back into the election, and then potentially we pick a direction after that. I'm not entirely sure if it's up or down yet, but I do feel like we're going to have kind of an upward bias into Labor Day. So yeah, we can hope. We can hope the American people do something, or, you know, don't do something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not here to talk about politics necessarily, but we do need to be cognizant of the major changes that are on the horizon. I don't necessarily feel like any, you know, whichever way the government goes, I think it's just the catalyst, not actually the driver. So anyway, we can jump over the charts and talk about a few things here. I haven't been here, like I said, so a few of these may be behind. Anyway, S&P 500 stalled out in that orange zone. We still have a bit to go to test the 144 EMA. Nasdaq coming up a bit short, getting a little bit of overlap with these first couple highs. So that's not the best sign to see. That makes it kind of a corrective move at this point. And I'm not entirely sure that we won't see a lower low on Nasdaq. Now, S&P 500 doesn't have the overlap yet, but if we do start seeing that, then signs are going to point to a lower low. So despite my overarching views, the technical indications could set us up to move lower. So I'll take requests in just a few minutes. I'll get to you in just a second. So just let me catch up here. Russell right here, breaking above the downtrend line of highs, and this one needs to hold on to this area and retest this 144 EMA area right up in here, right around 1900. So looking for that move. And if we break back below this trend line, then we could see a lower low there too. All right. Oil, still working on this move down to my target zone around this 75 to 83 area that I've been talking about practically the whole year, it feels like. I guess I started talking about it back here in May, and we're still looking for that move to finish off. And this could have been the lower low right here. This could have been it, but that action is not looking bullish right now. And it still looks like it's going to reach down here one more time. So if you're long oil and energy, just be cautious right now. Now, the independent one, NG1 exclamation point, is natural gas. Ramping out, making new highs today. Beautiful. So the ways I'm playing that are with UNG right here. Not making a higher high yet, but I do expect it to continue on up into this 39 to 48 area. We put that out 2 weeks ago. That was a potential trade. And if you had bought shares, that was a crazy move so far. And then LNG. This is the other play I have going right now. I have some, this set up like an echo trade, and I put it in the echo trade chat, and I'm looking for a move up to this 159 area right here. So That's my first target, and really what I'm kind of looking for. It needs to break up through this 44 to 46 area where it stopped today. It needs to get up through there. 46 comes from this prior high right over here. See that 146-ish area. So we need to see that break on up through there to indicate that we might get up to this 160 area right up here. So, all right. Yeah. LNG is that's a company that exports liquefied natural gas. And UNG is, of course, the natural gas fund. And then NG1 was the futures, if you missed all of that. All right. And then the other thing I often talk about is gold. Let me roll back up in here and find gold. There it is right there. Still looking like it needs to push just a little bit lower. You know, it looks like we got a touchdown into the 1680 area. And this 1625, 1620 is what I've been saying for almost a year. 1620 really kind of completes this and sets it up where it can reverse. That could have been it. Could have been. But I think it's going to push one more low right down in there. Make a lower low than it made right back here. Right now, it just kind of tied that low. I think one more little flush and we could be set up for a reversal in gold. Crypto, of course, getting a little bit of pullback off of those beautiful levels. What we have, everyone wants to know what was going on. Well, Ethereum announced their date for the proof of stake transition. So we haven't had 3 days in a row of Bitcoin and Ethereum downtrending. So that's good so far for continuation. We just need the continuation to kick in and pull the whole crypto market higher again on another run. Bitcoin has been on this pattern where it goes up for a little bit and then down for 4 or 5 days, up for a little bit, down for 4 or 5 days, up for a little bit, down for, basically 6 days now. So ready for the next uptrend to kick off. All right. That's the broad market. And we got about 15 minutes left. So I'll take some requests. I see some rolling here. I'll pop on to YouTube. And if you want to pop in the chat and throw stuff in YouTube, I'll watch there also. So, all right. Looks like WMT, that was a big pullback on some news that they released last night that they didn't think that their earnings were going to be as good as they said. So that got a nice big hit right there and consolidating. Now I actually bought shares of this based on the 1 minute or 1 hour chart here. Let's put up a little bit of data, crunch this up just a little bit. So we had these lows back here and we got a lower low on the CVD. I was on with Tom talking about CVD. Well, the CVD down here made a lower low, but price didn't make a lower low. All right, price made a higher low than it made back here. And then we got 3 green candles on the hourly. 3 greens in a row right back here. 1, 2, 3. So once we got that consolidation right there, I bought a couple shares. It wasn't a big position, just a couple shares. And I think we could see some move up, 5-10% maybe I make off of this. So we'll see. Just kind of testing the water on that. It was just a few shares, not big risk. If it starts making lower lows, I'm going to close those out. So if we start seeing this move up, some continuation right here, that's probably what I expect, somewhere around this 125 to 127 level. So there's something I saw when I got back and opened it up, and I actually traded that. So all right, AT&T, yeah, it looks like it's not doing so hot. Pop up to the daily chart. Yeah, it's just consolidating. It's just nasty consolidation. I haven't expected much out of AT&T for a while, especially since it just keeps staying in this kind of range right here it's had. So till it can get above the roadmap line there and stay above the roadmap line. This was looking good, but then this not looking good. That's a lower low. It looks like it's going to retest the low back here from 2021 around November, December. Alrighty. Moving on up, moving on up. I see Google. So Google probably going to move a bit lower at this point. That was kind of a bearish move there. This is post split. Splits kind of go either way. There's a pattern for bullish and a pattern for bearish splits. It looks like Google is on a bearish split path for now. I do expect a lower low probably than it had pre-split. So we'll probably see a move down below that level before it can start doing something bullish. And it is going to have to get up through the roadmap line above there, above this area, right in here, before we can see higher prices. So that's Google. Microsoft bounced right off of that trend line right there. Descending highs, you know, lower high, lower high, lower high, 3 in a row, bounced right off of that. So primary expectation, make one more lower low at least. Lower than here. This is in line with what I was talking about on Nasdaq, looking corrective and looking like it could get a pullback. So be careful there. I'm sure there's people that want to know about Apple. Well, 155 was kind of my target. If you've been following me in Discord on the trade I did on Apple, when it hit 155, I closed that out. That was my target, my first target. I was hoping, don't trade on hope, but I was hoping for a move on up to 160. Didn't get it. So when it stalled out at 155, I closed it. Now we're seeing a pullback, and we're going to find out if it can hold on to this level back here from this prior high. If it can't hold on to that level, we may see a deeper retrace. So be cautious on Apple. We could see a deeper retrace here. And what kind of deeper retrace? Well, the 618 is all the way down here. Let me clear a couple of these lines off so we can see it more clearly. So 618 is all the way back down here around 138. So we could see a significant pullback in Apple before the next run sets up. So that's what I see right there. All right. BAC, Bank of America. Yeah, getting a break above the downtrend there. The next move I expect, as long as it can hold on to this, back testing this trend line is very common. So it breaks up through, moves up, comes back, retests it, and then the next move, if it's going to be bullish, the next move will break back above the high that it made right here after it retests. Now, if it doesn't break back up through there, then it's more likely to make lower low. So just keep an eye on that one. All right, NUE. Let's consolidate right on the roadmap line. Had a nice 3-wave retrace. Move down from here, up to here, down. Yeah. And did not hit 100%. So this the first move down was much larger than this last move down. It could see another draft down, like this is possible. But right here, if it can break above this high from back here, it can get something bullish going. I probably wouldn't look for long until it was above that, right around there, right around 137.50. Of course, you're right into the 147.50 resistance right above that. So you got kind of a little bit of a danger zone there, right like that. All right, OXY. You got something in this, I got you in YouTube. All right. So OXY didn't actually bounce off the roadmap line. So this one in line with oil that could see another leg down to test the roadmap line there. All right. breaking up below, as I said before, could see us a deeper retrace. So just watch out for that. Right now, it does look like it needs to fully test the roadmap line. All right. Let's see, pick up a couple from off of YouTube. So NVIDIA still looking kind of bearish. We did have, it did break above this trend line here. Well, maybe not. Just came right up to it. One high, two high. This one's a bit lower. Three highs. Bounced right off. So this was my target down here around 127. Still been looking for it to finish that up right down there. That may be the move on NVIDIA. Breaking back above 204 kind of flips it above, flips the odds here, as I've been talking about for a few weeks. All right, another one, Amazon. This one situation hadn't really changed. It does have, it was moving down in sympathy to Walmart last night. Closed a little red today. It's bounced off of this pre-COVID range. This comes from the pre-COVID, 28, 2019 area here. We kind of bounced off of that a couple times now. If you're not sure what I've said in the past, go watch some prior weeks videos. We talk about Amazon almost every week. So we've bounced off there 1, 2, 3, essentially 4 times now. And we're just not getting off the mat. We're not getting above the 144 EMA. We found resistance there all the way back here in March. Not able to even touch it here lately. So this could be, this is kind of a warning sign that we could see a move like this. Now, the CVD indicates that we still got an uptrend and we're just getting a little consolidation. So it's cumulative volume delta. I'll do some more videos and stuff on that in the coming weeks. This is still relatively new. I've been working on it about 4 months on how to read this, how to use it as a tool. And we use it in opening bell alerts to help find reversals. And it also helps find continuation in the charts too. So right now, this is not looking like a reversal. It's looking like we can see continuation. So watch for a breakout of the roadmap line, or at least a test of the roadmap line right in this area in the coming weeks on Amazon. All right. Went through Apple, went through NUE, Costco. Breaking above the roadmap line. We may see a retest here. So remove a few arrows where I've talked about it before. Move this over now. Zoom it up just a hair. So it broke up through, not very convincingly. It's coming back. It needs to hold on. And it also bounced off that 618. Let's see if that was in the right place. Doesn't look like it. No, that was the prior 618 from the prior swing. Yeah, bouncing right off of that now. So watch for this to be part of a bigger 1, 2 ABC here. Right here, this could be an A wave down, a B wave retrace, and a C wave down. Watch out for that right there. That was a 3-wave move. Oh man, yeah. Yeah. So this is, that was an ABC, lower degree. Where's the button for that? There it is, degree. So this is what we got cooking right here. Cooking with fire. So this is probably an A wave down. This is a ABC up, very proportional. The A wave and the C wave were exactly the same. Continuation is going to be lower on Costco. This is my primary expectation right now. You could all, like, if it breaks down below the roadmap line, you could probably short it down to this 360 area. All right. CVS, I'll try to move a little faster, get a few more here. Yeah, CVS in this kind of wedge trend, filling it out here, being held in with the roadmap line, held in with higher lows. It's either going to break up or down here. I can't predict that right at the moment. That's it's an unpredictable pattern. So, and it's not actually that line, it's the roadmap line holding it in right here. So it can break up, but it can break down. I don't know. Cisco looks like it's on a path to go one more low. It's got a long ways to come up to the roadmap line. All right, MARA. Yeah, looks like so far my pattern's kind of hitting it here. Expected to come up here, come back to this zone one more time, come up to here, come back down here again. We're just gonna get some chop on tomorrow, probably in Bitcoin also. All right, PayPal. Got a couple more and then we're gonna wrap it up. So PayPal still expecting this move down to the 59 area. One more low, one more push lower. It's still been looking for it since back here. Still looking for it today. Not getting bullish. Using lower high, lower high, lower high. Still looking lower. All right, F. I do own shares of F long. And it's doing that. Broke through. Back test. Looking for it to move on up through. So I'm looking for triple digits, but it's probably going to take 3 years or more. So that's where I picked them up around $10 to $11. Picked up my shares. FSL breaking back down. Looks like if this low doesn't hold, then we're going to retest the low just below it at 290, 287, and maybe it'll make a lower low. So it's hard to say if that was, and that's a corrective move up. So extension down more than likely. Highly likely we see a lower low. All right. Let's see, AR. Yeah, ask me in Discord if you want the market roadmap and something else. I'll tell you how to do it. See the question there. All right, so AR in the danger zone here. It's either going to break out the top or it's going to bounce down. That's, you know, this was an aggressive entry right here. This is the watch out for resistance. If it starts breaking back down, it's going to go lower low. If it can push on up through, say 42, then it's looking good to make a move on out to 56. All right, right now we have what looks like could be a reversal on this daily chart. See, we had this high right here, had a high in CVD. Let me try to expand it just a little bit and show you what I'm talking about. Get the vertical indicator. So look right here. We had this line. See where CVD was? We got this line right over here. So we made the price made a higher high. CVD did not. If we get 3 red days, watch out for this to get some continuation lower. All right. So watch out. We get 3 red days in a row, that they may kick off another trend on the downside. Be careful. All right. And what's over TradingView? This is tradingview.com right here. Tradingview.com. Every indicator I'm putting on this chart is something that I have in one of my programs. So, all right, NIO. Well, it's after 59 on PayPal, we have to see what happens. So NIO bounced off the roadmap line right there. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 in a diagonal. That's ugh. I don't like that. Nio's probably with that pattern up right there, probably going to see at least a 786 retrace of this move up. Deep retrace, highly, highly likely. And then what happens there? Do we bounce or does it break down? Right now, highly likely. I mean, this is a very likely pattern right here to revisit this 13 area. High probability trade right there. Bouncing off the roadmap line, breaking out of this channel. Highly likely to at least give us 786 retrace right there. All right, WC, WFC. I'll do a couple more and we'll wrap this up. Like I said, I just got home. I've been up since 5 something, so it's been a long day. And I was on the East Coast, so this is a corrective type move up right now. Could get continuation lower. Could. Doesn't have to. That's a corrective move up though. Holding the 1272 of A equals C. When the corrective move is up, that means the continuation is down. So watch out for that. We also had, looks like, maybe don't have a CVD divergence here. No. CVD indicates that it may continue higher, but at least on the daily here, I'd be cautious on that. That's an unpredictable. While that is 3 waves, it's messy. So that B wave 1, 2, 3 right into the B, C, yeah, messy. All right. CMPS. Yeah, right up to the roadmap line. Watch for a breakout, and you can see higher prices. If it starts breaking back down, I'd probably watch this zone right here. You start breaking in there and can't immediately find a reversal, and it's going to go lower low. If it keeps on trucking up out of here, then it can be onto a new uptrend. I would watch for a pullback before I just jumped into it. A pullback that holds and then continuation. All right. I don't watch much after hours market and making decisions. So I'm going to wrap that up right there. And let's give you a little preview on what Tom threw on me here. So last night, Tom Busby pulled a little surprise on me. We were sharing the story behind opening bell alerts and some of the new advances like CVD that I added to it. And, you know, we were talking about this crazy track record, 56 wins, 24 losers, 80 trades this year since January 1st, all real trades, all real in the market. That's, if you're with me, the example account has a 2,200% return right now. That's an average of 28% on all trades you do, winners and losers. Average time of the trade is 61 minutes. So it's pretty crazy. Now, he offered to let folks join for the rest of 2022 for just $497. I'm going to admit, I was a little upset about this first. I talked to Steven about it even because I was kind of surprised that we're going to cut it down that much. I don't usually offer any kind of discounts on these things, but lots of folks ended up being excited about the change. So I'm kind of okay. Plus, Tom is offering a special green machine, which is a trading laptop. And he only does this by giveaway. You can't buy these things. So to everybody that buys opening bell alerts right now, you get a chance to win one of these laptops. Now, you're going to be, the drawing is this Friday. So you got to buy, the time to act is now. We're going to pick a winner out of the buyers before Friday. Friday it'll get announced, I guess, by Tom. So that's what we got. I figured maybe one of you could, snipe that prize. if I gave you one more shot at it. So the time is now if you're going to do it. So I'm going to extend Tom's discount only for today, $44.97, get you through the end of 2022, and we'll hit opening bell alerts hard. I've added, I've got Mike. You know, we named the robot that throws the alerts. His name's Mike. He's got Mike's alerts now. And then I've got the CVD divergence to help find the entries. So you can't get that laptop online anywhere. You have to, you know, I mean, you can't, well, we don't even have a link for this. So you have to call in to get this special. So if you want this, you went in on this and start trading IWM with me at the opening bell and claim your chance to win that laptop, then give my team a call, 855-454-0816. There's no link. It's just a call in. So you got to call. They don't even have a link for it. There's no page. There's no setup deal. You got to call in, talk to the team. That's the deal. All right. So roadmap for TD Ameritrade. If you're Michael, are you in Discord? Yeah. Here you can grab it and throw it in 855 dash not. There you go. Oh, apparently I'm not in my own meeting. There we go. There you go. 855-454-0816. Talk to David and the rest of the sales team. They'll get you hooked up on it. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. It helps me out. I'm trying to build the channel. I'm doing something called Channel Jumpstart. I'm going to start pumping out better content on YouTube. That's my goal. Working hard on it. I was in a class late last night on it. Got another class tomorrow. So jeffreytrader.com/YouTube. It's right on my face there. You can see it. jeffreytrader.com/YouTube. There's the link. Kicks you right over to it. I throw you in a Jeffrey Turnmeyer Trading YouTube channel. Got lots of great content. Lots of more in the works on the plans. We're going to be making better and better content for YouTube. So I'm going to put lots of the CVD stuff in there in the coming weeks. It's a hot new thing. So, all right. That's going to wrap it up for today. I am tired. I got things to do. Like I said, I just got home, popped over to the office, did this thing for y'all, and I'm exhausted. Yeah, what do you need in the chat? It's 855. You know, it's right up there. 855-454-0816. If you want the YouTube link, I can throw that in the link. They're in there too. There's that. And jeffreytrader.com/YouTube. There's that. All right. Thanks for coming, everybody. CVD indicator. Right now it's for opening bell alerts, which you can get in the special price right here. Or if you want the, you know, if you don't want to just get the special price, if you want to get a whole year, you know, check it out. jeffreytrader.com/OBA. This will get you into this will get you in for a whole year and entered for the laptop. Tom said if you buy 2 years, you get 2 entries. So that was anybody who buys 2 years gets 2 entries to win the laptop. That was the bonus. Yeah, I didn't sleep great last night because I got up at 5, gassed up the rental vehicle, got some Whataburger for the boss, and then we caught the plane, turned in the rental, checked the bag, went through security for like an hour, and then caught the plane. Yeah, so yeah, OBA opening bell alerts is first thing in the morning. All right, no big deal. It's not a race. If trading was a race, you've already lost. Take your time. Be careful. Practice. Do paper trades before you use real money. Be confident. If you got questions, come ask me. Now, CVD is it's pinned in the channel. 80 trades right there since January 1st. It's right on the screen. And Penny, if you can't find it, just ask a question. We'll link it for you. No big deal. How many trades per day? It's just one trade per day. Well, there can be an add-on trade. It'll be the same strike, same different price. Usually it's just one trade a day, one opportunity. Always IWM, yes. The special combination of things we talk about there's a 70-minute masterclass, lots of training. It's a special little trick. Back tested this for 21 years. Happens 70% win rate. And then the real live 80 trades, 70% win rate. So all right, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks for coming.